Eamonn Holmes. I love coming home, the people are friendly and there's humor and kindness. Eamonn Holmes has opened up about his feelings on a homecoming tour that has brought a new show to his Northern Irish fans. Asked what audiences can expect from his tour called This Is My Life, Eamonn, 65, exclusively told National World, "The show is about my life and my memories. The tour is called This Is My Life because I was named after Eamonn Andrews, who used to present This Is Your Life, which was one of the most popular shows on TV. My mother was struggling to think of a name for me as a baby. She then saw Eamonn Andrews on the cover of a magazine and said I'm going to call him Eamonn. Quite prescient as it turned out. He said he was very much looking forward to coming home to Northern Ireland. The best thing about coming home is the feeling of belonging to a community. You don't get that feeling of warmth in London. The people are friendly, there's humor and there's kindness. People are our best asset and you just do not see the like of it elsewhere. I miss Belfast hugely. When I'm busy it's hard to miss it, but when I stop, it hits and I really yearn to be back home. I'll certainly be meeting up with old friends and there'll be a few shoutouts during the show, I'm sure." How Eamonn Holmes went from daytime TV's golden boy to sacked ITV star who has battled health woes, a failed marriage and a string of public feuds, including that row with HMRC. Eamonn Holmes and his estranged wife, Ruth Langsford, were once the golden couple of daytime TV. From 2006 onward, they brightened up This Morning's Fridays, and even stepped in for Philip Schofield and Holly Willoughby during the holidays, quickly becoming one of the nation's most cherished presenting duos. But the shine began to fade. In 2020, after 15 years on the sofa, the presenter, 65, was abruptly shown the door by ITV. What followed was a bruising chapter in Eamonn's life, a marriage that fell apart, mounting health battles, tensions with HMRC, and bumping heads with figures once firmly in his TV orbit. Once hailed as daytime royalty, Eamonn suddenly found his private struggles spilling into the spotlight. Here, the Daily Mail takes a look at the setbacks that reshaped his world. Eamonn and Ruth were replaced by Alison Hammond and Dermot O'Leary on This Morning in 2021. The presenter, who now presents The Breakfast Show at GB News with co-host Isabel Webster, accused ITV bosses of making it look as if he had walked away when in fact he had no idea why he was being relieved of the slot. "No one explained anything to me," he told Weekend magazine. "I'm all for TV companies being able to choose who works for them, but it would be nice if you were told why you were going. They're sly. They didn't want to announce that I'd been dropped because it would adversely affect audience figures, so they made it look as if I'd walked away from them rather than the other way round. They had a chat with my agent and announced that I was going to GB News when they'd done no more than ask if I'd be interested in joining them." Eamonn, who had previously co-presented ITV breakfast show GMTV for 12 years, added, "I'm not going to have myself derided as some sort of has-been. I may be male and pale but I'm still at the top of my game." In September 2020 it was reported that the star was not in line with the youth drive ITV was after as he was too pale, stale and male. In 2022, he accused channel bosses of hypocrisy, claiming that those who run the show are middle-aged white managers. He said, "When are they going to start being diverse with their management? The diversity is only on screen. It's hypocritical." Eamonn and Ruth shocked fans in May 2024 when it was revealed that they had split after 14 years of marriage and were headed for divorce. Eamonn has since moved on with new girlfriend Katie Alexander, 43, while Ruth is enjoying the single life. And while Ruth and Eamonn have remained relatively quiet about their split, new reports reveal that the GB News star's actions led to the breakdown of their romance, with Ruth said to have been horrified to overhear him having a cozy chat with another woman when he thought he was home alone. The Loose Woman star also reportedly found messages on his laptop, with The Sun reporting that the discovery was a real kick in the teeth. The publication said, Eamonn thought he was in the house alone while he was chatting on the phone. But Ruth could hear him from elsewhere in the house and was totally horrified. She confronted Eamonn. It was quite a shock for both of them. The Loose Woman star also reportedly found messages on his laptop, with The Sun reporting that the discovery was a real kick in the teeth. The publication said, Eamonn thought he was in the house alone while he was chatting on the phone. But Ruth could hear him from elsewhere in the house and was totally horrified. She confronted Eamonn. It was quite a shock for both of them. Eamonn had no idea Ruth was in the house at the time. It was a huge blow to Ruth, particularly as she had been devoted to caring for Eamonn during his physical health issues. To discover he was sharing intimate chats with another woman was a real kick in the teeth for Ruth. A source reported to The Sun that the row over the phone call occurred in April in the pair's Surrey home. However, just weeks later Ruth was said to have found messages on his laptop. The discovery was said to have triggered their split announcement, with the heartbreaking discovery said to have been the straw that broke the camel's back. The insider added, after the phone call the marriage limped on for a few weeks until Ruth found the laptop messages. It was another awful experience for her and the straw that broke the camel's back as far as the marriage was concerned. A joint statement issued by the pair announcing their split simply read, Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes have confirmed their marriage is over and they are in the process of divorcing. Daily Mail contacted representatives of Ruth and Eamonn for comment at the time. The broadcaster has been plagued by health battles in recent years after undergoing surgery on his back in 2022, which left him reliant on a walking frame or wheelchair. Most recently, Eamonn sparked concerns from his fans and GB News colleagues, after revealing he'd undergone a procedure on his eye. Last month, the presenter took to his Instagram to share 2 selfies sporting a patch over his right eye and explaining he'd been in the hospital. Eamonn has battled a number of health problems in recent years, including a double hip replacement surgery, slipped discs and ongoing spinal problems. And sources have now said that this latest health woe has set the broadcaster back even further in his recovery. The 2 snaps saw Eamonn posing with the eye shield taped professionally by hospital staff, and another of him in his car after his own attempt, with significantly more tape. Captioning the shots, the star made light of his situation, while remaining tight-lipped about the reasoning for the procedure. He quipped, one of these eye patches was put on in hospital and the other one by me. See if you can guess which. Peace, you should see the other guy. While insiders have confirmed that Eamonn's eye operation was not serious, one source told Daily Mail, it seems to have put him out for longer than he hoped. It's one thing after another with setbacks, his back is well and he's got to have more surgery on his back so he's out of action. Representatives for Eamonn declined to comment when approached by Daily Mail. Eamonn was left him reliant on a walking frame or wheelchair in 2022. At the time, he shared a photo from his bed and admitted, life's not easy these days.